Wait, where has it gone? Here you go. Welcome everyone. A bit of a disaster with that. So welcome. We are learning today Bezrat Hashem Samach Beis Samach Beis Bracha Samach Beis Samach Beis. Top of the page. Learning today Nishmas Bracha Bas Rav Yehuda and Avram Ben Aaron Yitzchak and Alexander Ben David. And here we go. Samach Beis, top of the page. Tanya Ben Azayim. All right. So we're very top of the page. We'll come to the end of this Masech. So wow, it's exciting. It says the gemorah Tanya Ben Azayim. It says Ben Azay. I'll call Mishkav Shchav on all beds lie. Chutz min hakarka. Do not sleep on the floor. Don't sleep on the floor. Why? Because the floor is cold. You have a cold stone, hard floor, and the cold is bad for you. So sleep on as long as you put a mat on top, put a mattress down. It doesn't mean you need a four-posted bed. What it means is don't sleep directly on the floor. It's interesting that the gemorah goes to all sorts of medical health issues, things that are good for you. The gemorah is trying to teach us how to live a healthy and happy life. That's the point over here. The whole point is how to be healthy and happy. It says gemorah, Al kol moishev shev chutz min hakayra. Sit on any floor. Hello. Sit on any floor. Welcome. Sit on any floor, but don't sit on a beam. You know those pictures of these guys building the New York skyline. Shalom Aleichem, welcome. People building the New York skyline, sitting on these beams in the middle of the air. Don't sit on a beam. Sit on a chair. Any chair is fine. Just don't sit on some beam in the middle of the sky, wherever it is. Sit on the chair. Omar Shmuel says, Sheina b'amad hashachar ka'asktba leparzla. Sleeping amad hashachar before sunrise, the crack of dawn, when Amud Yomi literally means the sun starts to shine. It's good for you like steel to metal. Some way they used to harden steel. So it's good for you. It makes you strong sleeping in the morning. That's what I'm missing, a little bit of morning shluff. Says the gemorah, Yitzir b'amad hashachar, going to the bathroom Amud Yomi is also great for you. So either you're sleeping or you're in the bathroom, either way it's good for your body, strengthens you. Thank you. Says the gemorah, Bakapra v'mazben mili bedinari. Interesting story. Bakapra, he used to sell pearls of wisdom for a dinar. And this is what he used to say. Okay, he used to say, Ad dechanfas echol. Well, when you're hungry, eat. Sounds pretty basic, right? Ad dechanfas echol. So, l'chayr, what it means is, if you're hungry, don't push it off. Don't wait till you're starving hungry. It ain't good for you already. You're gonna suffer. It's bad for you. It's bad for your system. As soon as you're hungry, eat. Maybe it means don't eat when you're not hungry. When you're full, stop eating. Maybe that's more appropriate nowadays. But once you're hungry, eat, and therefore, I guess your digestive system, your enzymes, your whatever it is in your body, the stomach acid is going to digest the food properly because you're hungry. If you push it off and you wait, so your stomach's churning, it ain't good for you apparently. Once, if you're thirsty, drink. Don't wait. That's the principle. Your body's telling you need food. Your body's telling you need a drink. Don't ignore it. Eat, drink, and don't overdo it. As is very common. Says the gemorah, if your pot's boiling, pour it out. So what exactly does this mean? If your pot's boiling, pour it out. Rashi says, before it gets cold. In other words, you got a boiling pot. Eat it when it's hot. Don't wait till it cools down. Now, it's not clear what it's talking about here. But, says Rashi, If you need to go to the bathroom, then relieve yourself. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't hold it in. That's how Rashi understands it. Okay. It doesn't say it here clearly what he's referring to. Now, another pearl of wisdom you say. Karna Kari Baremi. There used to be a guy with like a megaphone in Rome, and he used to call us out. Bar Mazbin Taina, the son of a fig seller. Taina Davuchas oven, sell your dad's figs. So there used to be a guy in Rome. I don't know why it says in Rome, and what's it got to do, why he's mentioning that it's in Rome. But he's saying, listen, this is what they used to say in Rome. There's a guy with the loudspeakers go and say, this is the time. If your dad's a fig seller, now's the time to sell figs. The marketplace is open. So what exactly is he trying to teach you over here? Some say that what he's saying is the following. If you don't have your own figs, sell your father's figs. Sell the figs you were given by your dad. Meaning, not everyone has their own wisdom. Not everyone has their own chokhmah, their own wisdom, their own pearls of wisdom, their own intellectual whatever it is. The things that they've developed. But they've got stuff that they were handed down from their father, from their teachers. If you don't have your own, right? You got kids, you got friends, you got family. If you don't have your own pearls of wisdom to give over, at least give over those that you were taught by others. So sell your dads. There's other pshatim, but I think that's the most obvious one. Omalu Abaye leRabbanan. Abaye said to the rabbis, Ki arisu b'shvili de mechuzah. When you leave the streets, when you leave the town, you follow the path, leaving mechuzah. The meifik bechilka de lo yisechzelu lach gisa, lo lach gisa. When you leave town, when you go on the pathway, don't look left, don't look right. So where should you look? Look straight ahead. Why? Why should you not look to the side? The women are over there, there's women on the side of the road. You shouldn't be looking at them. So, l'chayra means that maybe they, in those days, we're talking about the road, the women who are on the side of the road, maybe they're going to the bathroom on the side of the road. That's what we're talking about. In other words, don't look. Don't put yourself in a situation where you look, you could be looking at someone, there's probably no one there. Why can't I look? Because there might be someone there. Don't put yourself in a situation where you might be making someone feel uncomfortable. Refrain. Like we saw the gemorah said before, like a few pages before, this guy he always had his hand in his wallet. So if someone was asking for money, straight away he'd give it to them. He wouldn't have to wait for a second, that embarrassment, he'd have the money. If someone begged him for money, he'd straight away give it to him. He wouldn't have to start, hold on a minute, let me just find my wallet. Here you go. And the guy's standing there, he's embarrassed. So don't do that. Be concerned about the other person's feelings. So, Rav Safra, ala Beisakise, story time. Rav Safra went to the bathroom. Also, Rav Ava, Rav Baba came. He didn't knock at the door. He's standing outside the door. Nochale abova. So, what do? You want to know if someone's in the bathroom. He doesn't want to knock. He doesn't want to make the guy feel like, okay, I've got to get out of here. But he needed the bathroom. So, what do you do? He coughs. So he knew that there's someone outside. He wants to hear. Is there anyone in there? Right? So he answered back. So Safsa said, Leomar, come in. It's okay. There's someone here, but you can come in. Leomar, come in. Bossa the Nofak, after he left, Amalei said to him, Atashtu lo yailis, l'soir. You haven't even been to Rome. Sar is the Edom. Edom is Rome, the Italians. And you've already learned their bad ways. In other words, why are you talking in the bathroom? He told him, come in. He said, you haven't even been to Rome. And you're already, what's it called? You're already talking about Roman, what's it called? You've already learned the Roman ways. Love Hachi Tanan does not say Madura Haisasham that there was a place called Madura in the Beis HaMikdash. And there was a bathroom there. If you come to this place, to this door, and you find that it's locked, then you know there's someone there. If he seats open, what's a pasach? There's no one there. So what's the Gemara telling me? In other words, there's signs you do in order for the person should know if there's someone using the bathroom, right? It's not the way of the land, it's not usual, it's not normal to talk in the bathroom. So why are you talking in the bathroom? Why did you say to me, come in, it's fine? You're not supposed to talk in the bathroom. Not even a word. You're not even say, come in. Well, who saw us? Why did he talk? Why did Rav Safra talk? Why did he talk? He felt like it's dangerous. If someone's outside, he needs a bathroom, he's not allowed to hold it in. We saw before that it's bad to hold it in. You have to relieve yourself. So since it's dangerous, you're right, it's better not to talk in the bathroom, but it's better not to put yourself in danger. The Tanya, it says in the Bryce of Shimon Gamliel, Amud Yomi, maybe there a Dreiken. So in the Chayzer, maybe there Yirakain. If you pull back a number 2, right, Gedolim, it brings you to Hadreiken. If you pull back a number 1, it brings you to Yirakain. In other words, Ketanim, Gedolim, it's not good either way. It's very bad to hold it in. If you need to go to the bathroom, you have to relieve yourself. So that's why he said, come in. What's he going to do? Cough twice? If he coughs, the guy is going to be like, oh, there's someone there, I'll go away. So the only thing you can do is say, come in. Reb Elazar, Alabes Akisei. Okay, this is crazy story time. So Reb Elazar, he went to the bathroom. Asahu Raima Dochke. So Roman came in and pushed him out. He pushed him off the bathroom. He said, I need the bathroom, get out of here, pushed him out. This is what they were dealing with, our great rabbis, these evil Romans. Come Reb Elazar. So Reb Elazar got up enough, and left. Guy couldn't even go to the bathroom in peace, right? Poor thing. Okay. What happened? Also, Darkaina Shamtel Karchashe. A Darkaina came. It sounds like the word dragon comes from the word Darkaina, but really Rashi says it means a Nachash. So this snake came, a Darkaina, Nachash, a snake. Shamtel Karchashe. He bit him and pulled out his intestines. Not pretty, and probably he died. That's what Rashi says. He bit off his rectum, and his stomach came out. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Kariele Reb Elazar said, wow, I was saved from that snake. I will place a man in your stead. I will put someone there instead of you. Someone was going to get bitten. I'll put someone else there instead of you. So Pasuk in Yeshaya. Where is this? Yeshaya 43. So he said, Al Tikri. Don't read this, I'll put a man in your place. Adam. Go read it, Edom. Edom literally meaning the Romans. I'll put Edom in your place. So now the Gemara makes a few droshes. So now the Gemara talks about the story with Shaul and David. V'omar, and he said, to kill you, v'tachas alecha, and to have rachmanis on you. So v'omar, what do you mean v'omar? V'omar timi b'alei. It should say, and I said I'll have compassion on. I said I was going to kill you. V'tachas, why say v'tachas, and he had compassion? V'chas timi b'alei. David should have said, and I had compassion on you. So Amar Reb Elazar, Amar David Shaul. So this is what Reb Elazar said. Amar David Shaul min Torah ben Ariga ata. So quick recap on the story. Shaul was the king. He's chasing David with all his legions, with thousands of men. He's trying to kill him. Why? Because he had a ruach ra. He felt like David wanted to become king. He wanted to get rid of him, even though there was no reason to assume that. He was anointed, but he wasn't yet the king. So Shaul's chasing him to kill him. So now, Shaul went into this cave to relieve himself. And David could have killed him. David could have killed him and been done with this whole problem over here. That he's being chased by the king who's crazy and wants to kill him. But he didn't. So says David, Amar David, L'shal, min ha'Torah ben arigata, midoraisa, biblically, I'm allowed to kill you. You are chasing me, you're right, if you're chasing to kill me. We have this principle. The Torah says, if someone's trying to kill you, you don't turn the other cheek, you don't do anything stupid like that, you kill him first. You have to protect yourself. You're mechuyev to. It's not like you're allowed to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. So David said, I should have killed you really, because you're trying to kill me. So why didn't I? Ella, why didn't I kill you? The fact that you're so modest, that's why David said, I didn't kill Shaul. Because you're so modest. He saw him going to the bathroom with tremendous modesty. So he's like, wow, I can't kill that person. Look how righteous he is. Umayhi, what do you mean Shaul was so modest? How was he so modest? Umayhi. It says, he went to the walls of the sheep, al derech, to the way, b'shamar, there was a cave, so Shaul went in and he revealed his legs. What does it mean? Tana, geder lifnim and geder. There was a wall inside of a wall, a mara lifnim mara, a cave inside of a cave. Shaul, the king Shaul, he didn't just go ahead and relieve himself wherever he wanted to. Right? So lahasech, what does it mean lahasech? When he went to the bathroom, he covered himself like a sukkah. Just like we go into the sukkah, we cover ourselves. So Shaul, he went to the bathroom in a cave, a wall behind a wall, right? And how did he relieve himself? He was completely covered from head to toe. He didn't reveal himself even in a cave, with the wall behind the wall. He acted with tremendous humility. So David couldn't bring himself to kill this guy. He saw someone so righteous, so pure, so holy. Even though he's his enemy, he wants to kill him. He said, I can't kill this guy. I can't kill him. So what happened? It's a crazy story now. We're going to learn a very important principle here. The Yaakam David v'yichles is knaf meal. So what did David do? David wanted to protect himself, right? So King David, what did he do? He cut off Saul the corner of his coat. He cut off his coat, the corner of his jacket. Asher Shaul balat. He snuck up to behind Shaul while he's using the bathroom, or he cut off the corner of his cloak. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't on him. Maybe he left it on the side. Whatever it was, it sounds like he was super quiet. He learned how to do that, and he snuck up behind him and he cut off the corner of his garment. And then he showed him after, look, I could have killed you, by the way. Look, here, you're missing the corner of your garment. I got it. I could have killed you. If I wanted to kill you, I would have. So just leave me alone. So someone that disgraces clothes, in the end, he won't benefit from them. King David was old. They wrapped him in clothes. And he couldn't get hot. He was cold. He couldn't warm up. Nothing would warm him up. So the Mepharshim saying, why did they say they covered him with clothes? So just say they covered him. What do you mean they covered him with clothes? Who cares if it was clothes, it was blankets? They covered him with the shtreimel. What difference does it make? They covered the guy. They covered him. So the Gemara says, because he was mevaza begodim, because he disrespected Saul's clothes, so the clothes didn't work for him when he was older. So Mepharshim went on, I don't understand what's going on over there. His life was at risk. He had nothing to do. He was stuck. He decided, instead of killing this man, he's going to cut off his beged, he's going to cut off his coat to save his life. What's so bad about that? What's the big avera? What's the big chet? What's the big sin that he cuts off his clothes in order not to have to stab him in the heart, right? So some Mepharshim want to say he cut off the corner. It says he cut off the corner. Why does he cut off the corner? He cut off the corner because it was his tzitzis. the corner of clothes, they put sittis on, and he cut off the corner, he took off the corner, now this beggar no longer leaves sittis. Oh, you cut off the sittis. Even in the tight situation where you're facing your deathly enemy wants you dead, don't cut off the sittis, cut off somewhere else in the beggar, don't ruin the sittis. That's one mafarish. That's what some say. I have to say a more, I don't know, a totally different principle over here, which is that you're right. He had no option. He had no option. What he did was bravery. It was right. It was correct. It was good. It was just. It was kind. It was the best thing to do. Wow. It was wow. He's going to go to Gan Eden for doing that. But at the same time, when you do anything you do, like it or not, it's going to make an impression on you. It does something to you. If you cut off a corner of someone's garment, that's going to have an effect on your subconscious mind, on your conscious mind, whatever it is. And now you no longer respect clothes the same way that you should. So since David cut off Shaul's corner of his garment, even though he had no option, that was the right thing to do, but still needed a tikkun now. He still now has to say, wow, Hashem, thank you for clothes. Do you appreciate clothes as much? So now his clothes aren't working for him. Oh, you don't appreciate clothes? You know how important clothes are? Let's see how you manage with the cold without clothes. He has to fix the fact that he no longer appreciates clothes at the same level he should, and needs to. That's why David now he's cold. The clothes don't work. Because you lost your respect for clothes. Like it or not, that's just the way it is. We say every morning, thank Baruch Hashem, Malbish Arum. We thank Hashem for the clothes on your back. It keeps you warm, it gives you pride. David was missing some tiny nakuda, some small thing that he needed a tikkun on, that he lost a little bit of respect for clothes. Okay, says the Gemara. That's all the name of the Miller, by the way. If you don't like it, you're not the only one. Says the Gemara. I love it. Says the Gemara, Im Hashem esischa bi yerach mincha. Okay? David, Hashem said to David, Masis Karisali, you called me a Masis? David, you called me a Masis? A Masis is someone, an inciter, someone who like leads people, incites them. You call me a Masis? I'm going to let you stumble and fall in something that even children, babies who go to kindergarten, they know. When you count Am Yisrael, you don't count them, you count the money. Each one gives a shekel to tzedakah, a pidyon, and you count the money, you don't count the people. Okay. That the Satan stood on Klal Yisrael and it incited David. It incited David to count Klal Yisrael without taking the coins, counting them directly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since he counted them, he didn't take from them a kaifer. Hashem gave a plague to Am Yisrael. From the morning till Ismayed. What does it mean till the time? Amashmul Saba Chassid Reb Chanina Mishmed Reb Chanina. He said the name of Chanina. What does it mean? Misha Shchita Satamid Shas Rikasai. From the time in the morning when you shech the tamid till when you sprinkle the blood, it means till midday. So this plague came and smoked Klal Yisrael from the morning till chatzais. So it says the pasuk, the verse of the Rebbe Malach Hamashkas Bamrav. Hashem said to the angel, Taili Rav Shabam, kill the greatest, one of the greats. If you kill him, it's going to be as if you killed a multitude. In that time, Avisha ben Sruya died. He was equivalent to the most of Sanhedrin. In other words, Sanhedrin was what, 72 people? 72 of the Gedalim. So Avishai ben Sruya, he was the equivalent of, I guess, 37 Roiv of Sanhedrin. He's at least 37 of Sanhedrin, and he died in this plague. And when he was destroying them, Hashem saw, and he was menachem. He changed his mind. My Ra, what did he see? Rav says Ra Yaakov Vinu. He saw Yaakov. T'chsiv v'yeme Yaakov kasher Ram. It says by Yaakov, the such of Ram. Ushmul ama afresh Yitzchak. He saw the ashes of Yitzchak. The Yitzchak, Akedes Yitzchak. Shenem aleikim yireh le'aseh. Hashem showed to him the lamb. Rabbi Yitzchak Nafcha Amar Kesef Kippurim. He saw the Kesef Kippurim. Shenem alakach Kesef Kippurim is Bnei Yisrael. This money that's mechaper. Rabbi Yochanan Amar Beis Hamikdash. He saw the Beis Hamikdash. Chsiv Bahar Hashem Yirah. The mountain of Hashem you see. Plikabor of Yaakov Eidi v'Shmuel Bar Nachmeni. Chadam HaKesef Kippurim. Chadam Beis Hamikdash. One says he saw the Beis Hamikdash. One says he saw the Kesef Kippurim. This money that they counted with. Mistavak Madam Beis Hamikdash. It's more likely that, it's more logical that he saw the Beis Hamikdash and Emar Asher Yoim Bahar Hashem Yirah. Okay, we're going to have to end over here. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Looking forward to seeing you again.